Transparency. My leaders, I've never came to y'all in this manner. I've never came to y'all like this, but if you're watching this, I got something to tell you, and it's very specific, and it's tailored to my dream. God speaks to me in my dreams. He's always spoken to me in my dreams. Many times he wants to give me an answer to a prayer. He'll put me to sleep, literally just straight up put me to sleep, and I receive answers. There was a time my brother was looking for like a $2,000 check. Had a dream of him finding this check. Literally that next day he wakes up, he looks underneath this basket that he never checks, and boom, $2,000 from something. I don't even know what it was from, but I always get dreams like this, you know. And today, well, it'll be yesterday when I post this, but I had a dream, and it was about gifts. It was specifically centered on gifts. You know, many times we enter seasons where we're literally asking God, you know, and many of us for our whole entire lives, we're asking God, like, what is this gift? What am I here for? What is my purpose? And yesterday was very specific. Very specific. And what's crazy about it is not only what was spoken to me, but what was spoken to my believers, right? The individuals watching this right now, but you got to receive this. This is something you got to really receive to really feel as though this revelation is going to come to you, right? In particular, shout out to Marie, because I was just telling her this story over the phone, and it's crazy because God has spoken to her and confirmed through 5 people exactly what it is that she is. What she's here to do. This is about purpose. And so God showed me as I was sleeping yesterday. And what it was everybody in my dream. I should play some like emotional music right now. Just emotional cue. Boom. In my dream, literally there were spirits, and this was white, just smoke and spirits that were hitting people, right? There was only one person I saw in a dream, but the spirit was shooting out almost as though you're looking at the skies, and you've ever seen the sky when the stars are all out, you know, and you see those shooting stars in those rare moments. It was like nothing but spirits and shooting stars. And every single individual were getting not only prayers answered, but very specific prayers, which is, what is my destiny? What am I called to do this season? Like, it was very specific, and people were getting answers. And I was astonished because certain prayers hadn't got to me yet, but everybody else was receiving answers to, like, this is what you're supposed to do. This season, this is what you're supposed to do. For this lifetime, this is what you're supposed to do. People need this. Somebody needs this. God was just showing this clear as day. I've never had a dream where it was this clear. Like, yo, God is about to answer what it is that you're supposed to do this season. And here, the story takes a turn, because now it's my turn. God is getting ready to reveal to me. I didn't know that he was going to do that. I just knew in the spirit that people were getting direction. People were getting clarity this season, this moment. This is happening right now. People are just getting confirmation. They're getting clarity. And in my house, the Lord takes me back home. Literally, this is an old house. I don't stay there anymore, but this is a house in Sugar Land, Texas. The house I grew up with when I went to high school. And literally in that 2-story home, my mother is in the front door. Her back is turned towards me, and she's wearing a white t-shirt. And the door in front of her is open. It's open, right? And she has one hand kind of leaning on the door. And as she's leaning on the door, literally on the back of her shirt, this area right here, on the back of her shirt, literally, God writes, It's like black ink almost. Ghost letters appear. And in black, all I see are the words, speak. Speak. God put it in my spirit to speak. I need you to speak. And if you're wondering why I'm doing all of these messages, why I'm doing Jaja's Mic, God put it on my heart to really speak. Like really put these messages out there. There's some word that needs to be spoken. There's life that needs to be spoken. I need you to speak. Somebody needs to hear you speak. Somebody needs to hear you speak. And it's crazy because I got another confirmation because these past 2 IGTVs, I said, God, why you want me to do it like this? Just be obedient. And as I've done them, certain people have contacted me and messaged me out of the blue. Certain individuals saying I needed that. I've gotten confirmation from those messages. And I've always said, even if it's just one person, it's very important. I'm one individual. If somebody can help me in my direction in my life, that's important. And I said, God, okay, lead me, show me what to say before I even hit the record button. Who needs this? And I'm here to tell you, this season, this is when confirmation starts to come. This is when confirmation is coming. Literally. What is it that you're called to do this season? God is getting ready to answer that, but you got to receive this message. God is getting ready to answer that. It's no confusion. God is not looking to confuse you this season. Never has he been. You may have just been in a season of being humble, but it's very clear. But you got to trust. And as I was praying for somebody the other day, the Lord put on my spirit just to say the word trust. But as I was saying it to them, God was speaking it back to me, telling me, trust that this is what you're supposed to be doing. I know what you're known for. I know what you do. I know what you love to do. But as a gift right now, this season that is going to bear some fruit, not only for myself, for other people, this is what you're called to do. My leader, there's going to be something that you're called to do that's going to almost possibly even contradict what you thought you were supposed to be doing this season. But it's for you to trust that God is guiding you. You got the confirmation. God is telling you to run with it. Because what you're trying to do on your own will, in your own way, has been taken for years. God only needs a few moments, like a second, instant. It just takes a moment for God to confirm something. It takes a moment. You've been looking your whole life and God confirms something instantaneously and it's clear. But it's like, God, I don't trust this moment. I don't trust it. That's the statement we say this whole time. I don't trust it though. And so what do? We end up wandering. We end up wandering. Like many folks in the Bible who, when they were called to do something, they didn't obey or answer the call. They didn't obey it. Because this is not how it looks like. So we wander for years and we don't need to go through that process. You're about to get a confirmation, literally coming to you. It's on its way, but you got to receive this message. You got to know and trust God that it's coming your way. And when he gives you this answer, that's what you're supposed to be doing. And if you do that, you're going to flourish. You're not called here to suffer. You're not called to suffer. God is not confusing you. He's not making you wander. He's not trying to play games with your life and your feelings and your emotions. But you got to be obedient to this call, my leaders. This dream was about me. It was about you. You're going to receive an answer. I don't know what you've been praying for, but you're going to receive an answer. And my people who have been struggling to find gifts, you're going to receive the answer. What is my gift? What am I supposed to be doing? When God reveals that to you, trust it. Go towards it. I'm a firm believer that your life will be changed. We are...